Hi everyone. So welcome to our fourth session. And here we are going to talk about basically data manipulation we are going to do with PySpark data frame. Okay. So what is data manipulation? You will ask me. So data manipulation is nothing but it's kind of like working on data and get some desired outcome. Okay. So I have created a notebook in Databricks, as you can see, and I have added many like things related with data manipulation. So basically, it is really essential, or you can say important in data data manipulation in PySpark data frame, because by using data manipulation, we can do certain data analysis and we can get some meaningful outcome, some insight from it. Okay, so some example of data manipulation is like getting the count of the data and printing the schema, so we can get the schema details like what are the data types and the structure of this data frame, right? Then we can also check what are the data available, like records available in data frame. So default is 20 if you use show. Okay, so it will show at least 20, and if you provide any number like 25 or something like that, then it will show you a specific like number of row of record to you. Okay, then you can display some data just like it is alternate to like show, but it does not truncate the columns and volume row, right? So limit also, you can do limit the records displayed. Then you can do select, you can do drop, like you want to remove some column or something from the data frame. Then distinct, it will return you new data frame which will be unique. The rows will be unique, right? Then you can do sorting, you can do ordering, you can do filtering on the top of the conditions you can use, right? Aggregation also you can use here, like using group by, and the aggregate functions like average, maximum, minimum, mean, pivot, many more things are there. So these are the example of data manipulation you can perform on top of data frame which is provided by Spark in Databricks. Okay, you can use these things. Then what is data frame transformation? So data frame transformation is like basically you are doing some transformation, which is like a group by or aggregation or pivot or join or union you can do. Okay, so we are going to see the transformation examples by creating. So for that, I have just created a basically a data frame, employee data frame I have created, in which we have employee name, then we have employee like what do we say, salary, then we have uh, our like country ID of employee. Then also we have the company name. So we will just create this data frame. Let's see. We have collected the D cluster, which is running now, and we are creating it. So I have just created it. So here is the employee name, here is the manager name, and is the salary, country, and country name. So we can perform some transformation over that. That's why I have created it. Okay. So first example, we are going to see how we can perform a group by on top of this. Okay, so I will just do a comment. Sorry, it's got executed. Let me interrupt it. So this way you can cancel it also by interrupting. So I will just do a like comment for all the code, and we will just see firstly group by. So on data frame, how you can add a group by. I am adding group by so we can do a like calculate the average salary country wise. So we have done data frame dot group by, we have added country in the group by, and aggregate we have added as like we want average on top of salary. Okay, so aggregate function we have used is average, and we have used show here only dot show, so we can check what is the expected result we are getting. So just you need to run it, and you can see like on USA the average salary is 4,600. Okay, why just it's showing only for USA? Because in our data frame we have only USA. Okay, so that's why it's showing for USA. That's fine. Let's check another one, pivot. How we can use pivot here? So we will uncomment this line and we'll see. So pivot the data by company name and calculate the sum of the salary for each employee. Okay, so group by, then pivot company name, then aggregation sum of the salary and show. So we will do it now by running it. So let's run it. So you can see here the next one, employee name, and it got pivoted as a company name and another company name. So we can see ABC company name, what is the salary, and XYZ company name, what are the salary. So this way we can separate each employee on the basis of the company, and we can see the salary difference. That is the function of pivot. We can calculate the sum of the salary for each employee. Now let's see how we can join. Like how we can use the join under this like PySpark. So basically, we have seen joins in SQL earlier, right? But we want to see how we can join two data frame. Like one data frame I already have, and so I'm not utilizing it because that is for different purpose. I have created a data frame two, DF2, which I will join with another created data frame 3. So data frame 2 I have created, in which we have some employee name and manager, sorry, the department name. Okay. And another data frame I have created, which is a employee name, manager name, salary, country name, and company name. Okay. So we will join both data frame. We will see how we can join it. So basically, if you want to join like data frame and the data frame two, data frame earlier which we have created, and the second data frame, you can use data frame dot join, then second data frame, and provide the name of the data frame. Okay. So whatever you want to, sorry, you whatever on which basis you want to join, then you can provide that. Okay, so this is the signature of joining. Like join other data frame on equal to none. On means where you want to, on which basis you want to join, and how equal to none. Okay, so that way you can provide. So we'll just run it, and this is the different example. I will comment it. We'll show how it got joined and how it will create. So you can see here we have joined basically here. Yeah, this is the manager name, employee name, salary, country, company name, and department. So all has been joined. As you can see, in the DF we have just employee name, company name, salary, and yeah, company name, salary, country, and company name. Okay, we don't have these things like department. Department where we have department in the DF2. Okay, company name and department. So on the basis of that, we have joined it. On the basis of manager name, we have joined it basically. Now let's see how we can do union. So for doing union, we will uncomment it. And we have created a data frame 3 in which we have these details, and we are doing a union. So what union will do, it will combine both data frames, like data frame 2 and data frame 2 or 3 also we can combine. But we are combining data frame and data frame 3 because these data frame have similar data. Okay. So we will just do run it, and we will see. So let's go at the bottom, and we will see here they have combined. They have combined employee name, manager name, salary. So basically in union, we can use such data frame which have similar uh, number of row, or sorry, column. If you use here df2, what will happen? Let me show you. So it will give you error. Why? Union can only be performed on table with same number of columns. Okay. So as I told, column numbers should be same. But the first table has 5 column and second table have 2 columns. So that's why it's got error. Okay. So how we can fix it? We will remove this. We will combine, or we will do union on such table only, which column value is same. So if suppose you want to check the column value, how you can check it, like of a data frame? I will show you. Like you just need to write df data frame dot shape. So that's a uh, like a command which will give you, I think it's not here, column count length of data frame dot column. So that way you can check. Okay. So just you need to write length and df dot column. So basically what happen is df dot columns will give you, yeah, df dot column will give you that column name. Okay. Whatever column name we have. If you just do like length or over it, then it will give you the length. So what is the count of column? So that is 5, right? So it will provide you 5. Actually, df.shape work in pandas. It's not do not work in PySpark. Okay, let's move to Windows functions, and why we are going to see window function in PySpark. What is its significance? Okay, so basically, Windows functions are really required, and it used for Windows operations. Okay, like you can, it will allow you to perform calculation over a sliding window of data. Like some group of data you can take, and you can perform certain actions like ranking, aggregation, like row number, or in aggregation you can think like a maximum, minimum, average. Okay, then statistical computation also on the some specific group of data you can do. So that's why window function is really required. And window functions type, we can see like in PySpark we have certain type like ranking functions, analytical function, then aggregate function. In ranking functions we have like row number for calculation of ranks. Similarly we have rank, percent rank, dense rank. In analytical functions also we have multiple function which we are going to see. In aggregate, we have like min, max, sum. Okay, so basically, I have created a data frame for it. So like as you already know, to create creation of data frame, we can use anything like we can create the data frame using any file or any data type, like any like we can use a list or dictionary or something like that to create the data frame. So for creating a data frame, we can use spark.create data frame and provide the like list and the column names. That way also you can create. But if you want to use a window function, then you need to use this one, this import. So pyspark.sql.window, this is the library from where you will take the window. Okay. Similarly, from pyspark.sql.function, you can import specific functions. Okay. So we are going to see how we can do it. And window function is really required. Like it's a very important topic for the interview preparation. And it's most of the interview question get like at least 2, 3 interview questions. They will ask you in the PySpark based data engineering interview from window functions. Okay. So we have imported the window here, as you can see, and we have also imported the function. Okay. From function as f, like just it's a alias you can say for the function. Using this f, we can take a row number, or we can take lead, we can take lag, we can take sum, or we can take rank as per your requirement. Okay. So we are going to see one by one how we can perform a certain window function over it. So firstly, we will decide window specification. If you see the syntax, so what is the syntax of a window function? So the window function syntax is, you need to firstly write a data frame, then you will use a with column. Okay, with column is a method which get utilized for like a window function. So data frame dot with column, then you will write the new column, then you will write the function, a specific function like a sum, average, row number, something, and you will also provide the window of data. So that window specification, let's talk about it, how we can provide it. So it should be added as like dot over. So basically, if you see here, window specification we have provided. So here we have provided window dot partition by. So basically, we are partitioning the data on the basis of country. We have provided the country as a column name, and also ordering into salary format, like a salary, whatever the format of ascending or descending, it will be ordered by salary column. Okay. Then we are doing data frame dot with column, new column name, then function dot row number. We are taking row number firstly, and we are doing window specification, which we have just like here written. Okay, and we if you want to see the data frame, whatever action we have performed, you can do like you can save this into a new data frame and do data frame dot show. Instead of, you can also do, if you do not want to create a new data frame, then whatever operation you are performing, like we are performing certain operation on this data frame, you can just add dot show there only. So it will perform the operations and it will show you directly there. Okay, so I will just run it and let's see what happening. Okay, so it's telling def is not defined. Why? Because yeah, we have not initialized the def, right? So we need to initialize the def. Okay, let me see if we already have this data frame. Otherwise, we need to create one. Okay. I think we had it because we have created it earlier, right? So let me run it again so we can get that back. Okay. So it will show that data frame we are creating. Okay. So we have created this data frame: employee name, manager name, salary, country, and company name. Okay. Now let's move to the window function again. and again run it. So now we have the data frame. Okay. So what happened once you terminate the cluster, all data frame and whatever you have created, any variable, that will be gone. Okay. So from the beginning, you need to create. So that's the thing. Like once you perform certain operation, like do the transformation, ideally you need to store it into some storage location, whether it's database or something like that. But this is for training. We are not storing it currently, but we are going to see that also. Okay. So what we did, we have performed the row number. We have taken basically, we have done the ranking on the partition by country, and we have ordered according to salary. Okay. Now let's see. So basically what happened, employee name coming, manager coming, and new column is coming as row number. And you can see here, so row number has created a order for the employee on the basis of salary. So this David is getting 3,500. So it's coming on the top. Okay. Then Michelle is getting like a 4,000. Emily is getting 4,500. John is getting 5,000. Sarah is getting 6,000. So this way, like it has been ranked. Okay. Now let's see. We will comment this and we will see what this rank function do. Okay. So for commenting, just add this in the beginning, or shortcut is control plus slash. Okay. So I will do uncomment it and I will run it. Let's see. So what the rank do, rank also perform similar way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So yeah. So it also have done the ranking, and you can see here, basically it return what the rank do. If you want to see like what the rank do, you can mouse over it, and you can see it will provide you details like the difference. It will return rank of row within a window function. Okay. And difference between rank and dense rank is dense rank leaves no gaps in ranking. Okay. So if you want to get like a third highest salary, then you can get it. Okay. Because it do not leaves any gap. But if you do it with rank, then obviously it will provide you some gap. Okay. So that's the thing here. So let's comment it out and we'll see another one. So we are going to see lead. Okay. Next salary. We have created a column. So what happening here? So it's providing next salary in front of every employee. So what will be the next salary? Okay, so it's providing a lead, you can say. So after 3,500, what will be the next salary? 4,000. After 4,000, what will be the next salary? 4,500. Similarly, 4,500, 5,000. After 6,000, there is no next salary, so that's why it's coming as null. Okay, so that way you can create a new column which have some data, meaningful data, after doing this window function. Okay. Now, lag we are going to see. So what this lag function do? So as its name suggests, it will show us previous salary, like here, like previous salary we have created. So it will show like 3,500 previous salary, nothing. 4,000, 3,500 is the previous salary. Similarly, 6,000, 5,000 is the previous salary. Okay, so it show the previous data. That is really required if you are doing some calculations. Okay, so let me comment it and let's see sum. Okay, how the sum will work. So sum will, it's like creating a total salary. Okay, like David Wilson, how much salary he is getting? Yeah, John Doe, he's getting like 3,500. Then Michelle Brown, how much he's getting that? Getting 4,000, and then it's adding the previous salary with it. Okay, like 3,500, 4,000. It's adding 7,500. Okay, then it's doing sum of the salary. Like it's adding all salary together. And at the end, you will get the total salary. Like 23,000 is the total salary. Okay. If you add all these number, like 6,000, 5,000, 11,000, then 9,500, like, and then 3,000. So it will provide you 23,000 is the total salary. Okay. So that way it's working. Now let's move to the user defined function. So what is user defined function? Defined function is like you are writing some functions and they are performing certain actions, extending the PySpark data frame capabilities. Okay, so we will see how we can define it. It will have some custom logic and operation for the data frame columns. Okay, and the data. And we are going to see what are the best practices for it. So to writing the user defined function, we need to import from PySpark SQL.function, we need to import UDF, the shortcut of user-defined function. Similarly, we are taking some type also, like double type I have taken. So what we are defining here, basically, I'm defining a UDF function. Okay, so I have created a function just like we create in Python. The function name is calculate bonus. So on salary, I am providing this function a salary while calling it. And if salary is greater than 5,000, then it will return zero point 0.1 into salary, means it will return 5,000's 10%. Okay. Otherwise, it will return 0. So I will calculate bonus. Okay. And I will create a UDF function. Basically, I am creating it for calculation of bonus. And the you can say the data frame I'm getting, which is calculated UDF bonus. Okay, that data frame I am adding into my data frame, and I'm going to see how it will look after creation. So what I'm doing, I'm applying UDF to the salary column and then creating a new column called bonus, which will show if 5,000, if the salary is 5,000, then it will get some bonus. Okay, sorry, more than 5,000. So more than 5,000, we have only one salary, that is 6,000. So 6,000 employees, Sarah, she will get a bonus of 600 rupees. Okay, as 6,000 is the salary, and here we can see 10% is the bonus. Point one is 10%. So it's 6,000, 600 is the 10% of 6,000. So that's the bonus get calculated. And you can see others are null. So basically, if you want to do some calculation, specific calculation that you can't perform here, because if you want to write all these whole data of function here, it will look like a mess. Okay, so that's why we are creating a different user function, like user defined function. So suppose I want to pull data from some database, and on basis of that I'm doing some calculation, and on the basis of that calculation I'm performing some actions over my column. Okay, or any column, or I'm adding a new column, then I can do it here. I can't create a database activity here, right? That will create a mess. Okay, so that's why UDF is really required. And best practices of UDF, I will say, like suppose you are using any database, then obviously you should use accept and exception handling you should use. And other best practices you can see, UDF should be look it should have some comments so a new person can understand. UDF should be written as a UDF function, so any person can understand, okay, this is a UDF function, right? That is getting used. And many other things are there, which we will discuss at the end. Okay. Now, one important question every time interviewer will ask you, like how you handle the missing data or duplicate data in your project, because you are working as a data engineer, right? So how you will handle it? So some strategy which we have, like we have certain functions like drop NA, which will drop the null values, fill NA, it will fill the null values, drop duplicates, it will remove the duplicates. Such amazing functions are available in PySpark data frame. Okay, so we are going to see how we can utilize. So basically, we have created here a schema for the data frame. On the basis of that schema, we are creating a data frame. Okay. So in this data frame, we have some names, some ages, some locations. Okay. And we are going to see what we have created. So we will see like data frame dot show. We will see employee name. Sorry, it's employee name is coming, but here we haven't run it. So that's why it's not got created. So I am running it, and now it will update our data frame variable. Okay, so I think it's got completed. Not yet. Yeah, it just now completed. So I will rerun it, and now you can see we have name, age, and city. So here in John, age is null. Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem. Now we will see how we can drop the null value. So basically, I have added intentionally, I have added some null field. Okay, so I want to remove such data, such a row where there is null. Okay, because if age is null, then this data is not a meaningful data, right? So I want to remove in that a case you can understand. Okay, so what I will do, I will comment it and I will run it. Data frame is equal to data frame dot drop na. I am doing this reference, so it will create a new data frame for me, and I will check it. So I will run it. Data frame drop na. Now you can see that John the first John, okay, which have null, it has been removed. Okay, another John which have 35 is there. So it was basically, you can say, it was a duplicate which do not have age. Okay, so that we have removed. That was incorrect data. Okay, so that that's a like a, you can say, it's a required for removing the null values. Then another is like, suppose you require to fill a null value, then how you will do? So for that we have fill na, and you will write here n/a, and when you will run it, you will see, okay, so it's not storing basically. I will run it again. Okay, so it's not filling. Let me see. Let me create it again and see the data frame. Okay, so where is the null? I will fill it with some value like 20. Okay, like, let me see. So John was earlier, it was showing as null, right? If you check this one, you can see here null, it was coming. So what we did, we used fill na. So where it was null, we have added 20. Okay. So that way you can add some value, a specific value, okay, to the data frame. Okay. Then we have drop duplicates. So how we can remove the duplicates? As you know, like this is the duplicate, Bob 30 Chicago. So let me run it and see what gonna happen. It haven't removed because we haven't passed it to the data frame reference, right? So it newly data frame has been created where Bob and multiple Bobs were there, which has been removed. Why John has not been removed? Because this is John is different. This John is 35 and this is 20, and he's living in New York and is living in Los Angeles. So that's why, that's the difference. So we came to the last of this session. So end of this session and conclusion, we can say we have seen a very summarized view of data manipulation techniques, functions, operations in this sessions, and you need to practice this further so that you can utilize in real world scenario. Okay. So this is a bonus for you. PySpark interview questions. Okay. So 10 most common PySpark interview questions I have shared here. Like they will ask you, do you use PySpark? What is PySpark? You can tell them, do you create PySpark data frame? How you create it? I have already told you three methods. One is using like a Spark read, or using reading some data, or create using some like RDD. That way you can create. Then how can you read CSV in PySpark? Similar questions we have, and you can go through these question one by one, and it will be really helpful for you. Okay, so these question I have taken from where I have provided the link also, so you can check on these links for more questions and you can practice this. Okay, thanks for watching. Let's meet in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thank you, everyone.